everybody, today we are going to make poblano rajas con queso. These are the ingredients that you will need. So first you're going to start by mixing the tomato, jalapeno, garlic, and water. I used about 3 tomatoes, 1 or 2 jalapenos, 1 garlic head, and probably 3 cups of water total. Next we are going to cut our onion, and then we're going to saute it. You can cut the onion pieces as big or as small as you want. It really doesn't matter. You can see that in the pan I've already added some coconut oil. You can use whatever kind of oil you want. I'm just mixing it around a little bit so that way they're all coated with the coconut oil. So the next we are going to cut the poblano peppers. You can choose to de-seed them if you want. If you keep the seeds, then it's a little bit spicier. If you remove the seeds, then it's not as spicy. So it's just up to each person. I like to remove them, but if it still has some in there, that's not a big deal. So then you just cut it into slices. I believe I used about 3 or 4 poblano peppers. Again, you tailor it to however much you actually want to make. This will feed 4, I would say about 8 servings total. So once you have all your poblano peppers cut, then you just add them into the pan so you can saute them as well, just for a little bit. Here I just felt like it wasn't enough poblano pepper, so I decided to add an additional one. This one would have made, I believe, 3 total. now we are going to add the tomato sauce. And then we are going to flavor that with some chicken bouillon, and you can again add as much or as little as you'd like of this. It just gives it a little extra flavor. And I will also add salt. Remember that you can always add more if you want, but you can never really take away. So I always add a little at first, and then I always do a taste test later to see if I need to add additional salt. So now we are going to add the corn. For this one I added the entire can. You can add as much or as little as you'd like. It's really just to add that extra, obviously the extra flavor, but then also like that extra crunch. And then on this specific meal you can add like, you know, shredded chicken to give it, basically to add your protein into there, or you can just like make chicken on the side and then serve it on top, or as the main meal. But I usually eat this as one of the main meals. So then here we are just going to let it boil, and then you can cover it up. I would say maybe let it boil for 10-15 minutes max. So for the cheese, I normally add queso fresco, but this is all that we had was the shredded Mexican cheese, so it tasted great with this one as well. So I'm really just mixing it here. Shortly you'll see that I do like a taste test, and I decided that I needed just a little bit more salt, so I added that, and that was really it. I, at this point, turned it off. The moment that I added the cheese was when I turned the stove top off. And that was it. I decided to serve it with beans and rice, but again, you can serve this with chicken as well. That's it for this one, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you would like to see more recipes.